Well, we're all at home. We're all sheltering at home. I'm sheltering at home. Con Carne for the foreseeable future is Quarantine Con Carne. I'm doing a nightly podcast out of my room. I'm not doing it in the car. At some point, I look forward to, I celebrate the idea of meeting my guests at restaurants and eating and chatting in my not too spacious Mazda 3. But for now, it's Quarantine Con Carne, sponsored by C&H Financial Services. Businesses, when life gets back to normal, remember this website, freeprocessingnow.com, or this phone number, 855-600-2437, extension 999, and start saving money today. My guest today, David Arias. You may know him from the local band Avantist, or soon to know him from Troigo, his new project.
Yeah,
which,
that's me.
This project, Troigo, is like super recently launched. This is so new that people probably haven't heard of this yet.
Yeah, I'm kind of just I'm distracting myself, honestly, because of everything that's going on. But these songs that I've been writing have been songs that I've written like years ago, honestly. But I'm just now starting to release them, you know.
Did our sheltering at home speed up your timetable to be creative and move forward with this?
Yes, honestly, a big push for that was Emily Blue. You know Emily Blue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she started this project where she wanted to do like a song a day challenge for a bunch of artists like in the city, and she nominated me for it. And because of that, it kind of inspired me because I was feeling like really sad about the whole thing. And yeah, I ended up making 2 songs, and one of the songs is on her next compilation, which is releasing tomorrow. And all the proceeds to that are going to go to like a COVID-19 relief fund through Global Giving, I believe. Yeah. Yeah.
And by tomorrow, in case people are listening to this or watching this down the road, we're recording this on Tuesday, the 24th. So
right.
it's already out there for all intents and purposes.
Yes,
if you're watching this anytime after the 24th, it's there.
Yeah.
Can we take a backtrack or take a step back for a second, talk about Avantist?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's a band, you and your brothers, post-rock band, I think pretty well beloved and enjoyed here in Chicago.
I believe so, yeah. I would hope so.
I'm assuming a musical family growing up. Were your parents musically inclined? Did they kind of steer you in that direction?
They definitely did. My dad used to perform with a mariachi, actually. He was a mariachi singer in Mexico, and he also performed here. And then after that, after he started having kids and stuff like that, he settled down. He kind of stopped doing that, and then he worked at the radio in Chicago for a little bit. I forgot exactly what radio it is. I know my brothers know this. He worked at the radio for a little bit, and then he would always bring home.
Radio doesn't interest me at all.
All right. He brought home a lot of like new music, whatever new music came out, and it just kind of pushed us in the direction that we took as like musicians, you know.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you bring home free albums, and oh wait, look at that! This is why I love doing this. Yeah. A spontaneous appearance by the what's the cat's name?
This is Parsley. This is my cat Parsley. I'm his stepfather, I guess. You know.
Adorable.
Guess how old he is?
5.
He's actually 18 years old.
No way.
Yeah, he's 18 years old.
Parsley's a spry cat.
Yeah, he can still
obviously
jump.
Super sweet.
Sorry, Parsley. I'm sorry. Here, I'm taking you down.
This is why I like doing this. This is a rare glimpse into how we all live. This is awesome.
He literally does that every time I'm doing an interview online.
Thanks, Parsley. So your dad would bring home all the free albums, and you would just kind of dive in, and just kind of.
Yeah, there was this one band especially that stuck with all of us called Café Tacuba.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Turn of the century, they were a thing.
Yeah, they were considered pretty much like the Beatles of Mexico. You know, they were just like the biggest thing. They are the biggest rock band of Mexico, and they are such a huge inspiration to us. It's so cool because like every single one of their songs is completely different from one another. You know, they love to go into like different kinds of genres and stuff like that, and that really like stuck with us. You know, because we're just like, why do we have to stick to one lane? We feel like something, we should do it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, even when I called Avantist post-rock, it seemed a little unfair and limiting because you did kind of stretch out in all kinds of different styles and directions.
It's fine. It's okay.
Terra Soma, was that the last thing we heard from Avantist? Okay.
Yeah, we released that back in 2018.
Are you and the brothers getting along? Will there be more Avantist stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still getting along. I miss them so much right now, honestly.
It's weird. I'm assuming you're doing things like this and talking on the phone and
yeah.
how are you holding up?
I'm okay now. At first, it was a little bit tough, just because my parents live in the south suburbs, and so does the singer of Avantist and the drummer. And they live with them, and I'm glad that they're there with them
Yeah.
to help them out and stuff like that. But I can't be there just because I feel like I've been compromised in some way, just because I worked at a school and then I had to stop going to the school because of all that's going on right now.
Right.
And I didn't want to put them at risk or anything like that. And my brother Eric, the bassist, he's at Emily Blue's house right now too. So we're all just kind of separated. And yeah, it was really sad, but I'm just glad I could still keep in contact with them in some way.
Well, I think a couple ways to get through this are what you're doing. I mean, finding a creative pursuit and just going all in. Like,
Yeah, just like
with,
channeling that energy.
yeah, that's it. I mean, because what else can you do? So you've got Troigo, kind of. This is a way to express yourself now, and just conversations, talking to
Yeah.
people.
Oh
Just,
yeah, yeah.
so
And
you don't.
Animal Crossing too. That's been helping me out.
There you go. When everything gets back to normal, where do you want to go? What's the first place you want to go to?
Uh, I'm
When
going to
everything gets back to normal.
I don't know. Honestly, I just want to go to my parents' house. I just want to be able to go to my parents' house, hanging out with my brothers, watch movies, just shoot the shit. Can we say shit? Sorry.
It's a podcast, sure.
Oh, okay.
And I asked this question yesterday. I did a town hall. I just left it open to whoever wanted to jump on. And I'll ask you the same question, and probably everyone else I talk to for the foreseeable future. What movie do you recommend for us to watch as we're holed up at home?
Uh,
What's that go-to, that dependable movie you can't live without?
well, actually, I just showed my roommate Kyle yesterday the movie Adaptation. That is my favorite movie of all time.
And refresh my memory. That is.
It came out around 2002. It was Nicolas Cage. It was written by Charlie Kaufman. It was his
That's
follow
right.
after being John Malkovich. Phenomenal movie, and just so weird and meta, and the writing's phenomenal, and just like it has so many layers to it where like after you watch it you could read up about it and it's just like, oh, that means that, and this is so crazy. And I love things that just have layers, like crazy cakes.
So something good to kind of lose yourself in for a little bit,
Oh
for a
yeah,
couple hours. Nice,
sure.
solid distraction.
For sure.
Let's talk a little bit about the Chicago music scene that has brought
Yep.
Avantist up and you up. What's your relationship like with the Chicago music scene? Has it been
uh
good to you? Has it been?
it's been really welcoming, honestly. Like just every band that we've played with, every type of show that we played, every different kind of genre of, like, we played mixed genre shows before and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and just everybody's been so accepting and just so cool with us, just because we're so accepting of them, I guess, you know what I mean, and we're so open to hear what they got to play, and what they have to show. And it's just, I don't know, we really enjoy, like the most, I always tell people this, the most of, like, the greatest thing about playing at Avantist is all the relationships that we make with all the people in the city, you know what I mean? And not just because of like rubbing elbows or whatever, but just because we meet so many cool people, so
Yeah.
many interesting people.
It's the Midwest. We're not dicks.
Yeah. Exactly.
So how different the need to do Troigo as opposed to Avantist, the need to stretch out, you're the guitarist in
Mhm.
Avantist. How important was this to do, and how different is Troigo from Avantist?
Well, Troigo is just, with Avantist, we're like how Fernando, my brother, always says, it's just like we're a hive mind. When we write in the basement, we kind of clash. We fight until something comes out, and sometimes like it could be frustrating, but sometimes it really works out and we get a lot of good music like that. But with Troigo, it's just kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like my dessert, you know. It's just like it's my, I like to decompress a lot. Where like I
Yeah.
like to kind of separate from everybody and just kind of relax. My bedroom is just like the place where I find peace. So like the fact that I have my computer here and I have my music here as well, it's just a way to just either release a lot of either pent up energy that I have from like residually from Avantist, or just, I don't know, just whatever I'm feeling at the time. I could do it on my own terms.
How comfortable do you feel performing in your bedroom right now?
More comfortable than playing on stage, honestly. It's a
Is
little
that is that right?
well, it's more, I know, like, I'm glad that I was able to do like the live performance I did a few days back, because if I did that live, I would have been like shaking. I would have been so
No, you
nervous.
did that on Twitch. For people who don't know, you did a.
Yeah, I did it on Twitch. It was super fun, and like I was still nervous, but like I guess just having a crowd around you and you being the only person on stage would just be a whole different experience. And I guess I just kind of want to work my way up to it. So it
And to
was a
be
good way to
clear,
do it.
Troigo is all you. So
Yeah, yeah.
so a lot of pre-programmed stuff,
Uh-huh.
noises and sounds.
Yeah, it's all me. I recorded everything. A lot of electronic drums. you know, that kind of thing. Which my brother, the drummer, is always just like, oh, you should get real drums on there. But I'm like, no, it's different from Avantist. I want it to sound different, you know, that
Makes
kind of
sense.
thing.
All right. So,
Yeah.
David, Troigo is the project. Can we hear you anywhere other than here right now, or is this in the works? Will you have?
It's in the works. I have 9 songs that are completed, or like I still need to tweak a little bit. I want to release it little by little. I want to make I wanted to make a music video for one of the tracks that was done. I obviously can't go outside
Right.
right now. One of the tracks you could actually hear through that the what is it? I'm gonna pull it up right here. Actually, the Artists for Global Giving mixtape #1 called Salud. My track Salud is the first track on there. You could hear it now. The whole thing
Can
is
you play
released. You could
it?
hear
Can
the
you
whole
play
thing.
it? Can you play it over this web chat?
I can actually. I would
Okay,
love to.
I'm dying to see you do that. All right, let me get you organized. David, thank you for doing this. And
Oh yeah.
as you get all set to do it, this is Quarantine Con Carne, and in the nights to come, this is fun. You know, every night I'll be doing this until life resumes the way it was. You know, all the way back in February. Tomorrow night, if you're listening and watching, Jill Hopkins, who is the host of the Morning App on Vocalo, will be joining me.
Nice.
2 nights from now, Philip Michael Scales. He is a really talented songwriter. And this shouldn't be the reason to pay attention, but it's really interesting. He's BB King's nephew. He'll be
Ooh.
joining me. Friday is International Whiskey Day. And for those of us who are homebound and might want a little cocktail, I have Callum from Aberlour Scotch joining me to make whiskey recipes and talk about tasting and scotch and all that sort of thing. Oh, and next week, this is also exciting. Bobby Talamine, long respected and beloved rock photographer in Chicago, will be joining me, and he's going to show off his 10 favorite rock shots, pictures that he's taken at shows. He's been in the business for a long time, and he's got some cool stuff to show off. And I can show it off because that's the way web chat works. So that's all coming up. Thank you for watching and or listening. Car Con Carne, Quarantine Con Carne, sponsored by C&H Financial Services. David is ready. We are about to see Troigo live on Car Con Carne.
That's it. That's the song. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.